Hello, my name's Alexander. I'm a coach, and these days I work with people who are recognised experts at the top of their fields. I work with people who have become profoundly happy with their day-to-day lives where they weren't before. I work with people who make a profound difference to the lives of the people around them. I set these guys homework and I get to see what works and what doesn't. So today I'm just going to give you 5 things that I have seen make an enormous difference in people's lives. No deep dive into theory today, no exploration of some deep topic. Today I'm just going to give you 5 things to make a big difference. If I met you today and I could only give you 5 pieces of advice in order to make profound, lasting, positive impact in your life, it would be these 5 things. As ever, if you like today's video, please remember to hit that like button, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and please do leave me a comment to let me know what you think. Okay then, let's get going. Number 1, decide the next big step in your life. What is the next iteration? What's the next version of your life where things are significantly better? To put this another way, think of something or a couple of things that you could change in your life that would make the biggest possible difference. And then begin moving yourself in that direction. Now, I'm not talking here about that grand vision that coaches like me talk about so often. We're not looking at what's the ideal life, what's the perfect dream thing that you can aim towards and direct everything in your life towards. We're looking at what's the single big step you could take now that's achievable, that's within reach, that you could do in the next 1 to 2 years that would make everything really different. What is the next big step in your life? Let me give you an example from my life. A bunch of years ago, I decided to move from my life in Devon, where I had a busy coaching practice, and I decided to move to the southeast of England. I wanted to live in Brighton, and I wanted a busy coaching practice here. So I moved up, actually settled in Eastbourne initially, and I had no friends locally, I had no job, I had no local clients, and I had to start somewhere. But I was doing crappy little jobs, I was doing temping work, I was earning hardly anything, and I was I had no headspace to be able to build my coaching practice. So step 1 for me was my next version of my life, the next iteration, the big step that I want to take is I want to be settled in central Brighton, I want to be financially secure, and I want to have the headspace to develop my coaching practice. It took me about 18 months, but I did it. I took that step, and I achieved it, and it's what set the foundation for the life that I have now. So that's my first piece of advice to you. Decide the next big step you're going to take, and make sure it's specific so you know whether you've achieved it or not. Okay, my second piece of advice is come up with a 4-stage plan to achieve that next big step. The point of this is to stop it being just an imaginary, enormous thing that you're not sure how you're going to access and you're just sort of thinking about from the outside, and begin making it more real, begin focusing on solutions rather than problems, and begin engaging your creativity, working out what are the 4 logical steps that I would have to go through in order to achieve this next stage of my life. Each step in your plan should be smart. It should be a smart goal. So it should be specific. You can say exactly what this thing is. It should be measurable. Did you achieve it or didn't you? It should be achievable. So it's something that's difficult, but it's something you can do. It's relevant to where you want to get to in your life. It's part of this idea you have, this plan you have for your next big step in your life. And it should be time bound. So something like step 1, in the next 6 months, I will take that course, take that exam that I need to take in order to get my career to the next stage. Or step 1, within the next 3 months, I will begin signing up to dating apps. Whatever it is, that step 1, step 2, step 3, and step 4 should take you to this new phase of your life, this new stage of your life. So coming back to my example, my 4-stage plan that I came up with a bunch of years ago was step 1, get myself a job, something that has possibilities for me and will give me enough money that I can move to central Brighton. Stage 2, identify the next job, a good job that'll have decent income and give me that financial security so that I have the headspace to develop my coaching practice. Stage 3, come up with a plan to get me to that job. What skills and experience do I need in order to make myself the most appealing person at interview? And then stage 4, get myself that new job. I did that whole 4-stage plan in about 18 months, and I ended up settled in central Brighton with a solid income, financial security, and I could begin building the amazing coaching practice that I have now. So that's my second piece of advice. Come up with a 4-step plan to engage your creativity, to chunk it down a little bit, make it a bit more real and relevant and achievable for you, and start moving in that direction. The third piece of advice: begin journaling every day, or if you really don't have the capacity, then at least a few times a week. I fire a lot of personal development techniques at my clients, and I haven't seen anything make as big a difference as regular journaling. And I'm not talking here about like a bullet journal or a productivity planner. I'm talking about long-form stream of consciousness writing. This has so many benefits. It can help you reflect on recent events so you can decide how you're going to handle them better next time. It can help you process emotions. So if you approach your journal and you're really angry about something that just happened, or you're really scared about something that's coming up, or if you're very excited, you can bring the tone of the emotion down a little bit by just getting it out onto the page and then begin processing that feeling in a more active way. We can learn to understand our emotions in a much more conscious way, and we therefore become in control of them, and we can use the wisdom that they're giving us in an effective way. It helps us to structure our thoughts so we make better plans. It can help you just dump all of the ideas you have in your head at the moment. If you're going over and over some plans in your head, dump them out on the page, and that leaves space in your mind in order to come up with new ideas for your creativity and your unconscious to begin playing around with new possibilities. There are so many advantages to journaling. We get to join up our days one to the other, so things seem to make more sense. They seem to kind of flow in a continuous way. There are so many good things. I could go on listing these for ages, but journaling makes a huge difference in people's lives. Often, it takes a while to get into the flow of it. It takes a while to work out your style of journaling, but stick with it. It really has a profound effect in people's lives. So that's my third piece of advice. Begin regular long-form journaling. It'll make a massive difference. My fourth piece of advice: be engaged with self-help material every day. So be reading books, be listening to stuff on Audible, be watching stuff on YouTube. Try and ingest someone else's ideas about how to solve problems, how to think about things, how to understand yourself better, learn how the brain works, learn how your body gives you feedback and helps you process feelings and experiences, learn how to be happy, learn how to handle money better, get ideas about how relationships can work in different forms. There is so much information out there. Why would we not be ingesting it all the time? By engaging with that kind of material every day, it's a statement to yourself that you are interested, you are engaged, and you want to improve, you want to find better solutions over time. So my fourth piece of advice for you is just be digesting self-help, self-improvement material every day. Say to yourself, I do want to know more. I want to understand better. I want to understand me and the world and work and opportunities and business and money and relationship and spirituality and everything you can learn about. There's information out there. Why would you not be engaging with that every day? So, fourth piece of advice, be engaging with self-help every day. And finally, my fifth piece of advice for you today is presence and engagement. How present are you in your life throughout each day? How much of your day do you spend scrolling on social media, getting lost in work tasks, zoning out in front of the telly, whatever it is, whatever your numbing technique is, how much of your day are you losing because you choose not to be there? So many of us do this, and usually it's not about that it was really interesting or really engaging or really fun, or I feel I got a lot out of that, like I felt great afterwards. Normally it's not that. It's a way of being able to numb ourselves out from whatever experience we're going through at the moment that we don't want to be feeling. We'd rather be somewhere else. We'd rather be nothing. We'd rather be absent. We'd rather be dissociated. So if you're finding you're doing that a lot in your day, find ways to come back to the moment. Your life needs you. Your life needs you to be here, engaging with your challenges and appreciating what's going on and learning new things and connecting with other people and all the things that give life value and meaning. So often we get into habits which take us away from the moment, which leaves us not feeling things, not connecting with others, not really being present in our lives. So are you present and engaged with the challenges and the opportunities and the excitement and the emotions and your own creativity? Are you here living your life? And if not, Find ways to do that. Find books that are about that. Engage with a mindfulness practice that will bring you back into the moment. Whatever it is that you need. Maybe put an app on your phone that blocks you from accessing social media for more than 20 minutes a day. Whatever it is that you need to be here, engaged, curious, and with all your best self, your best faculties available, make sure you're doing that. That's my 5th piece of advice. Be present and engaged. Not all of my clients emerge from coaching with improvements made. Some people come and see me, they work with me for months or years, and they are someone else when they emerge. They have a happier life, they are more successful, they are enjoying their success more, they are happily engaged with the people around them, they're loving their relationship, they're loving how they're getting on with their kids. And other people don't emerge any different at all. And it all comes down to how much energy they put into their own work. I can only do so much. I can only give you, in this channel, I can only give you bits of advice. Here is some information for you to take away. But if you can use those 5 things I've talked about today, decide what's the next stage of your life. What's your 4-step plan to get there? Be journaling every day. Be engaging with self-help material every day. And be as present and engaged and enthusiastic as you can. You will make enormous improvements immediately. So please take those 5 pieces of advice, start making some massive changes in your life, and good luck, enjoy it. I hope it goes well. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, make sure you've left it a like, make sure you're subscribed for my next big update, and make sure to leave me a comment. Let me know which of that bit was helpful. Would you like me to dive deeper into anything? Would you like me to unpack any of that stuff? Let me know what you think, and I'll be back again soon. Take care, bye-bye.